444 versus For Your Eyes Only, the Master versus the Students, Battle of the Fours. Let's see how they match up against each other. Kill Jay-Z versus For Whom the Bell Tolls, man. I just edged For Whom the Bell Tolls, man. This is up there as my favorite J. Cole intro. What an emotional start to this album, man. Story of OJ versus Immortal, the toughest matchup here for me. This, for me, had me changing my answer good, I don't know how many times, because it just became a question of what do I value more? You have on Story of OJ, Jay-Z giving us free game for $9.99 and just bringing to light of some black stereotypes and just telling us about some investments that he made. And then you have Immortal with J. Cole really starting off the story of James, which is the guy that he's really painting the picture on For Your Eyes Only, and just, you know, some struggles, internal struggles that he's dealing with, and some existential crisis as well, you know, should I die a young legend or live a long life unfulfilled? And then just also bringing to light as to gun violence and just street life as well. So it just becomes as to what do you value, but I just gave the edge to Immortal here. Just. Smile versus Deja Vu. As great as Deja Vu is, man, it's gotta go to Smile here. The second half of this song is some of Jay-Z's best ever writing. Caught Their Eyes versus Ville Mentality. Another relatively tough one, to be honest. Another relatively tough one, but not as tough as the Story of OJ versus Immortal. But this one also had me thinking, it had me second guessing, but I just gave the edge to Caught Their Eyes, man. Frank Ocean on this, the production on this, just Jay-Z's charisma on this song, ridiculous. 444 versus She's Mine. She's Mine has been set up, man, because She's Mine is genuinely one of my favorite J. Cole songs of all time. But this has got to be 444, one of his greatest songs of all time. Family Feud versus Change. As much as I love Family Feud, but this has got to be Change, man. This is a top 10 J. Cole song right here. Bam versus Neighbors. Look, I love Neighbors. It has a great message behind it, but this has got to be Bam, man. Damian Marley on that hook, No ID's production on this, and just Jay-Z yet again with that typical charisma of his, and just such a perfect song, man. One of my favorites off of the album for sure, and just one of my favorite Jay-Z songs in general. Moonlight versus Folding Clothes. Two of the weaker points on both albums, to be fair. Look, I actually like both songs, but Folding Clothes not as much as I like Moonlight, and Folding Clothes does get a bit corny and cheesy at times. It's a bit of an outlier within the album as well, but yeah, this is Moonlight for sure. Marcy Me versus She's Mine Part 2. As much as Marcy Me is a touching tribute of Jay-Z just going back to his roots and just really giving homage to Marcy, but this is She's Mine Part 2, man. I love the second part of this, where She's Mine Part 1 is about the partner, and then She's Mine Part 2 is about the daughter. I love this record, man. But yeah, For Your Eyes Only gets the point here for sure. And then last but not least, we have Legacy versus For Your Eyes Only. This is easily For Your Eyes Only. Till date, the consensus best J. Cole song of all time. That subsequently means 4445 and For Your Eyes Only 5. A draw between these two albums. Yeah, very different albums, of course, but I just thought it would be a fun matchup. What do you guys think?